Hello everybody, Ricky here of SBNNews, back once again, and today we're talking about Streamlabs. Now for those who don't know what Streamlabs is, it's basically just it's a company, it's a tech company that offers a lot of services for web live streamers kind of thing. Mostly people who stream on either YouTube, Twitch and Facebook Gaming. And what they do is they offer services and software products that help to basically enhance your the experiences of your live streams. So what they do is they have a chat bot which is used to moderate your live chat. So if someone's being rude or they're breaking rules kind of thing, if you've got programmed rules in place for the bot, they can manage that, as well as your human mods that you would probably use to moderate the chat as well. So it's a moderator chatbot kind of thing. You can also introduce stuff that allows it to interact with the chat a little bit more. So there's games that you can introduce. Like for instance, there's one feature called the 8-ball, which is similar to the actual toy you get. Which if you add it, you can put a command in. Basically, how you'd work with a command line interface. Put a command in the live chat and then command something, and it responds to you in some way, shape or form. And there's also on-screen alerts that it offers as well. So that's a service that where if someone was to subscribe to your YouTube channel while you're streaming, a visual alert would appear on your screen as you're streaming. And it's a good way to like kind of make the streaming experience interactive and also raise awareness for the audience and make them feel more part of the streaming experience on your live streams. They were in a bit of controversy recently, and they've been accused by some companies, not just one, not just two, multiple, of plagiarism. So it says right here on gamesindustry.biz, Streamlabs accused of plagiarism. Allegations made by Lightstream include seemingly identical website and user reviews. Now I do want to give a little bit of a shout out to a fellow YouTuber who's actually a lot bigger than me, many times bigger than me, who goes by the name of Tipster or Tipster News. I've came across additional bits and pieces that I might want to talk about here if I can get to that in the span of this video. But let us take a look at this gamesindustry.biz article. So it says right here, this week live streaming tools developer Streamlabs was accused of plagiarism by streaming service Lightstream. So if you don't know what Lightstream is, I will just bring up their website right here. Lightstream. Why is it going on Twitter? So here is Lightstream. Basically, as the service works, it's a web-based streaming software. There's a lot of alternative software to this. It's kind of identical in ways to like Restream, which is a product you can use. Restream.io, I believe it's what it is. This is Restream. This is the front page of the website. These services kind of offer like web-based products that allow you to stream without having to use a piece of software installed on your computer. I will say this right now. Tipster did actually mention that he prefers the physical software on your hard drive over a web-based thing because he feels as though the experience is a lot better in that opinion. I will say though, when it comes to having to stream on a mediocre computer because your gaming computer has broken, I'll say right now, products like Restream right here are a freaking godsend, because in most cases you may have a very cheap laptop computer that can barely run itself, let alone its software. So installing OBS onto that, it can be quite bad. So I will need to give a shout out to Restream right now. I recommend them based on how I've used them in the past before, and Lightstream kind of offers the same kind of product. I'm not sure if they actually have a piece of software you can install kind of thing, but I think it's all just web-based stuff or cloud-based stuff that they offer. But they were accused, Streamlabs that is, was accused because they have actually came up with their own competing software. So it says right here, this followed the announcement of its new service Streamlabs Studios for Xbox console users. Studios or Studio? Lightstream tweeted a comparison of Streamlabs Studio and its website, which appeared to be very, very similar. Now, I actually have this image right up here on screen, and this is a side-by-side comparison of the website for Lightstream and Streamlabs Studio. And as you can see, just from a distance away, you can already tell there's a little bit of copying going on with the design. The layout is almost completely identical from site to site. So let us take a quick look. So on the left, we have Lightstream. And it says right here, level up your Xbox and PlayStation streams automatically add overlays, alerts, and other media every time you go live. And the button says personalize your console stream. Over here it says level up your streams, automatically add overlays, alerts, and other media every time you go live. Get started for free, so that's different, at least. So you got the logos are different, that's a fair point. Everything's all purple compared to Lightstream's green themed design. And these three icons down here, which although, how does it work? The text is set is aligned to the right, the left even. It still says the same exact wording. So it says activate, personalize, and stream. Activate, personalize, and stream. Set your console to stream to Lightstream instead of directly to your channel. Set your console to stream to Streamlabs Studio instead of directly to your channel. Beat by beat, word by word. Gets quite bad. Personalize, use Lightstream to select your game source and design your stream. Use Streamlabs Studio to select your game source and design your stream. Stream, Streamlabs Studio layers on your overlays automatically whenever you go live. Lightstream layers on your overlays automatically whenever you go live. So, with a few word changes, it's almost beat by beat the same. And it says down here, cloud capture for console streams. Cloud capture for console streams. Personalize Xbox streams and Twitch without a capture card or high-end PC. Stand out with branded overlays. Engage your audience with alerts and interactive widgets. Personalize Xbox and PlayStation streams to Twitch without a capture card or high-end PC. Stand out with branded overlays. Engage your audience with alerts and interactive widgets. Full layout and design control. Full layout and design control. I am just going to stop there. You get the picture. So there's been a little bit of too much copying, and there's even, let's say the recommendation, I do believe the reviews are almost identical. Is this still the same? Lightstream is literally one of the greatest things I've ever discovered. Thank you so much for making it so easy. Just saying so. Streamlabs Studio is literally one of the greatest things I've ever discovered. Thank you so much for making it easy. Thanks very much for making it easy. Love this platform. Love how they listen to their community. It is a perfect platform for console streaming. Love this platform. Love how they listen to their community. And the thing is this, Streamlabs Studio has only just been released, so how have they already got 2 reviews? That's what I want to ask as well. That's what I'm thinking right here. So remote control from your couch, remote control from your couch. Lightstream also has a kind of, like a little Stream Deck kind of app on their phone kind of thing. And Streamlabs also offers that. They've also that for quite a while though. But I'll get to that in just a minute, because apparently that was also copied as well. It says right here, content creator I Am Brandon showed that both services also had their reviews that appear to be identical. So I've already shown that. Lightstream wasn't the only streaming service that had conservative Streamlabs Studios. OBS Studio said on Twitter that it was advised about Streamlabs service name, Slobs, which doesn't sound right, but it is what it is. Streamlabs open broadcaster software. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. So it says here through OBS project, it says right here, near the launch of Slobs, Streamlabs reached out to us about using the OBS name. We kindly asked them not to. They did so anyways, and followed up by filling a trademark. We've tried to sort this out in private, and they've been uncooperative at every turn. I do want to clarify, Streamlabs were allowed to copy the code from OBS. It is a part of a license called the New Public Service Agreement, which I will showcase over here on screen. This is the new General Public License. And it says one of the stipulations is here, to protect your rights, we need to prevent others from denying you these rights or asking you to surrender the rights. Therefore, you have certain responsibilities if you distribute copies of the software, or if you modify responsibilities to respect freedom of others. And it basically that's basically one of the headlights. So it says New General Public is a free copyleft license for software and other kinds of works. And it says right here, for example, if you distribute copies of such a program, whether gratis, which is for free, or for a fee, you must pass on the recipients the same freedoms that you received. You must make sure that they too receive or can get the source code, and you must show them that these terms know their rights. The reason I mentioned this part down here about the whole, if you're going to copy our software, you have to give back to the community kind of thing, is because Streamlabs were initially accused of stealing the software from the OBS project, which again, they weren't actually stealing it. They're legally allowed to take the software, modify it, or sell it as is. They could legally sell it or offer it for free with their own additional add-ons on top, or they could even just sell it as is with no changes. The only thing they're not allowed to do is use the branding from OBS for multiple different reasons that we get into. Streamlabs were allowed to do this, They were allowed to copy the OBS project's software. I'm actually putting to my screen right now because I'm actually using OBS to make this video. But they were allowed to copy the source code. They're allowed to publicly do that. So I do want to take that away right now, that people have accused Streamlabs in the past of stealing the software. They didn't. And they did also go as far as to offer their version of the source code for free as part of the general public license here. So good on them for that front. Where we get into the nitty gritty is not so much a copyright infringement, more a case of intentional or unintentional brand similarities. A lot of people have confused Streamlabs OBS in the past before about being the same as OBS, and also in some cases Streamlabs have been said to have been working with the OBS project through collaboration. I was trying to think my words right there, I was blanking on it. But through collaboration, everyone believed that Streamlabs and the OBS project were working in collaboration with each other. Maybe aren't. And it has been said, if I scroll down here, it says, we've been often faced with confused users and even companies who do not understand the difference between the two apps. Brand confusion because Streamlabs decided to copyright the Streamlabs OBS, the OBS name for their own program. They have since changed this because on the Streamlabs website, it says right here on the top right here, Streamlabs OBS is now Streamlabs Desktop. Funny how it took them that long to actually change their mind about the name of the product after this situation came out. And keep in mind, Lightstream was the first one to come out with this. OBS came out with their own thing after the fact, so that's the reason why the magnitude is as big as it is when it comes to this whole thing. So it says right here, we're in the process of updating our name on our streaming app. The name may temporarily be different on the web and the app, because they're actually in the middle of updating the name. And again, apparently, as the OBS project stated right here, they've been working with them to try and get them to change it. Figures it only takes until now for them to actually do it. So support volunteers are sometimes met with angry users demanding refunds. We've had interactions with several companies who did not realise our apps were separate and a no-based collaboration with each other. Legally, they had obeyed the terms of the GPL, that's the General Public License, but they have repeatedly disregarded the spirit and open source and giving back. Despite these actions, giving back? I do believe that they offer the software for free, but I could be wrong right here, but I do believe that they do offer the source code for free. That is one of the stipulations, as I mentioned prior to the new General Public License agreement. As long as you take the software and use it for your own project, you can do that. Again, you can sell it. You can even sell your own distribution of that software, as long as you give an easy to access way for another party to install or basically use your version of the source code in their own work. That's basically how the license works. But I believe they did that, so that seems a bit interesting that OBS say that. But despite these actions by Streamlabs, the OBS project will continue to provide free open software and tools for everybody. We will continue to support our users, the community, and our amazing developers for their hard work. As goes the classic saying, this is not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. The GPL does not give anyone a license to take your trademarks. Go after them for this. It's time to crack down on this kind of abuse. So there you go. It's not the first time that this kind of stuff's been confused and that kind of stuff over. Was that English? I can't remember. Streamlabs released a statement addressing some of its concerns it has faced. We are taking immediate action to remove OBS from our name, said the company. You should have done it from the very beginning, Streamlabs. Streamlabs OBS is built on top of the OBS open source platform. Streamlabs OBS is also open source, and of course it's publicly available. We take responsibility for actions and we will support the community. Following allegations of plagiarism, the company's business practices were also called into question. Another thing I want to talk about when it comes to copyright kind of thing is, yes, Streamlabs is by definition supposed to redistribute its version of the source code, but any of their additional points, if it's copyrighted and that kind of thing, I don't believe that they're required to redistribute that because it's a part of their service. So widgets and that kind of stuff that are built into Streamlabs OBS that are not built into OBS Studio, which is the reason why people prefer Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studio, is because Streamlabs is integrated into their OBS version of the product. I do believe that they aren't required to, release those features because they are actually a part of the Streamlabs system. But I could be wrong. Following the allegations of plagiarism, the company's business practices were also called into question. A former member of staff at Streamlabs also pointed to alleged unethical practices at the company, but didn't provide further details. And it says right here, during my time at Streamlabs, so many people in the marketing were reprimanded, put on PIP plans, and or fired for speaking up against unethical business practices to the point where they basically got rid of the entire marketing team by late 2018. Oof. Says down here, you see Sugar Honey Iced Tea like this blow up today and wonder how did they do that? You'd think that someone in the room would have been like, hey, this is a bad idea, right? Right, Streamlabs fires those people for not being team players. When Streamlabs isn't a team player themselves, to be fair. And this guy responds right here saying, they got rid of me because I didn't like the way the support manager was handling the night shift. My co-workers were running wild, not doing their work, leaving a load of it just a couple of us. I got fired for wanting to become her equal and speaking up about it. Do you remember when they put me in charge of the TwitchCon booth 3 weeks before the event with no resources and fired me immediately after being stubborn about making it wheelchair accessible? Loved that. Interesting. So there you go for that front. This controversy got so bad that a lot of Twitch streamers that were affiliated with Streamlabs literally asked to remove themselves from their name and brand from the Streamlabs brand themselves. For instance, Asmongold, who is a Twitch streamer, says he was willing to boycott Streamlabs and lose money if OBS drama isn't resolved. And Pokimane, who's another one, I've not actually watched these streamers before. I only know them from other Twitch, not even controversies, just like stuff to do with Twitch in general, just events that have happened and that kind of stuff. But Pokimane has also cut ties with Streamlabs after a company uses images of her without permission. And as you can probably see right here, where did it go? Here is the front page, and there was a point in time where at least two Twitch streamers were actually on the front of the page right here, with Pokimane doing this little salute right here, the peace salute. They're no longer here, it's just got thumbnails showing how OBS works and that kind of stuff. So yeah, basically after slamming the product or slamming the company, it says right here, just days after Pokimane slammed Streamlabs for allegedly copying work from competitors, she announced she had the company remove images. She requested or announced that she demanded them remove her images off the website because she doesn't want to be affiliated with them. Some of which she claimed were used without her permission, which I thought was interesting because you would have thought that, you know, it was requested, that kind of stuff. But I do believe that she was actually asked about it, and she had mentioned that she doesn't really care. You know, it's brand recognition for herself, but of course you can kind of understand why she would want to be recognised or shown to be associated with this company after all of this stuff has come out. On November the 16th, Streamlabs launched a new Xbox streaming service that allows streamers all over the world to add overlays and other items to their stream shortly after their announcement. Lightstream, which had already provided a similar product, called them out on Twitter for copying their website, which I've already shown. The plagiarism is real. This is actually how the website used to look. All-in-one streaming software, you can kind of see the comparison right here. That is how the website looked. Where did it go? And this is how it looks like now. Of course, I have actually removed it. I do not know who this other guy was, but someone please let me know down in the comments. As I say, I do not watch Twitch. I only know enough about Twitch because I have watched friends on there before. I have used it before a couple of times, but I don't watch it now. And I've never watched these Twitch streamers. So, not too familiar with them, as I say. But as I say, I'm only familiar with them from other stuff to do with Twitch. And I've seen them in news articles and that kind of stuff to do with situations to do with the platform. But there you go, that is Pokimane has been removed as well as the other guy. This is actually another thing that I found when I was actually skimming across the Twitterverse looking for any information about this, because I was a curious little, for lack of a better term, bugger. So I was looking through stuff, and this guy came up called Ethan Morey. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not too sure. But it says right here, seeing hashtag Streamlabs and hashtag Slobs trending today, I got banned from their affiliate program a few years ago. They tried to get me to explain how everything worked. I didn't give them much info. Good luck stealing my strategies. Ended up banned. Oh well. So I believe they were asking him to make a tutorial of sorts. So it says, it says right here, if I can speak. As you know, Streamlabs affiliate program is a great way to earn extra revenue while helping us spread the word about the awesome software we deliver live to live streamers. We are contacting you to let you know that we are deeply appreciate the traffic and installs you have driven for our site. Unfortunately, due to an increase in fraudulent activity and financial constraints, moving forward we can only support affiliate installs driven from original content such as tutorials, blogs, videos, etc. Our records indicate that the majority of installs from your affiliate links have been driven from AdWords on Google. As such, we will no longer be able to pay out your referral bonus for installations driven by AdWords or pay-per-click sources effective immediately. This does not affect any installations you've received prior to February the 1st. I wonder if installations mean tutorials and stuff on how to get the thing to work. I am a little bit clueless on that, but it says right here, you will still be paid for all unique installations you have earned so far. However, any installations that occur after February the 1st must be driven from original content you own, such as tutorials, blogs, and videos. And he says he's not bothered by any of the whole situation, but he considered it weird. It says right there. Interesting. Now, if it wasn't for plagiarism, what about stealing emoticons or stealing emotes? Twitch user Mortmort says right here, on the topic of hashtag slobs, they use one of my animations as a default alert. Sure, cool. But I asked around four-ish years ago if to please give me credit as they didn't ask to use it. All I asked was for credit. No fee, no nothing. Give me credit. The response was, it was a random GIF they found online, sure they'll give credit. There still is none. And for those of you people who don't know, because this web isn't loading anything, this is basically what it looks like, this little tails emote. But it says right here, if I scroll down, I know it's a small thing, but with all the news out regarding how they've acted, I'm not surprised, to be honest. And as of right now, it doesn't show anything. But they have changed it since then. If I scroll down further, the icon is now called Mortmort. So there you go, that's just a little thing. That I learnt that from a tipster, so I just wanted to dig around and see that for myself. So there you go. I see this in real time, so it is true. That happens. But yeah, so there you go. So I decided to take a little bit of an exploration through the Twitterverse again. And as you can see, people are not too happy. I do think at one point it was actually trending, if I'm not right. But here's an example right here. Someone's actually made a parody of this whole situation right here. So you effed up. What is your name? Hereby they just grew up? 100%. We are an inclusive company that treats everyone equally bad. You can unsubscribe in 42 easy steps, or a moderation team will decide upon your request within 6 months. So yeah, there's a little bit of parody going on because people, as I say, are not too happy with this whole thing. So, and if I scroll down further, there's also tutorials on how to, because there's actually tutorials from Streamlabs themselves showing you how to port your stuff from OBS Studio, which is, as I say, I'm using to record this right now, and port your screens and stuff over to Streamlabs OBS, now called OBS Desktop, or Streamlabs Desktop. So this guy's got a tutorial on how to port them back over. So it says right here, just open Streamlabs, select scenes, manage or rename the scenes you want to import, and so you can recognize them later, close Streamlabs, and it just shows you how to port your scenes over. So there you go. Now, I think a lot of this is fairly funny, to be honest, but hey, I have been trying to look for the past, I don't know, like 2 days since this whole thing came out, and I've been trying to look for alternatives to this whole thing, and sadly, there's not too much to go about. For instance, I've tried to go on to this site called Alternative To, which is actually quite a nice resource to find alternatives to software you would mostly use, but find like maybe cheaper alternatives, free alternatives, just in general, just ways to support third-party options instead of whatever option you use, because if there's one piece of software you use, there's probably 50 alternatives to that. So this site is actually quite a handy tool to explore those different alternatives to that kind of thing. So I was trying to look for alternatives to Streamlabs chatbot because I feel like I want to no longer use their services in my own live streams. And yeah, to cut a long story short, there isn't actually a lot on offer. Now, if you're on Twitch, then yes, there's plenty to go around, but I use YouTube, and if I actually categorize this from YouTube gaming as a platform, there isn't a lot going about. Streamlabs, Stream Elements, for example, kind of has the same kind of feature set, but they don't offer the same amount of stuff that they do for Twitch. For instance, on-screen alerts and that kind of stuff. So that's annoying. Nightbot is mostly just a chatbot. There's not a lot that can go around. There's built-in games you can use, but there's no like visual on-screen graphics that you can put onto your stream kind of thing, as far as I'm aware. Botissimo is no longer around, as far as I know, because I've tried to go into the web page and official website. Essentially, as far as I know, it sends it to a de facto link. Oh no, it's there now. Oh no, I believe that is actually a premium link. Oh no, I stand corrected. That is actually a premium link. It's Fuzzbot that's been taken down. My brain is broken. Ignore that. But I corrected myself. Botissimo is premium. That's the bother. Nightbot is just a chatbot. Streamlabs does offer a lot of similar products to Streamlabs, but it's only offered on specific platforms. But so I've been trying to look for alternatives to that, and to no avail, sadly. But there you go, folks. A bit of a long video, and I am trying to look for alternatives to Streamlabs. I currently use OBS Studio, and I will leave a link to that down below in the description, as well as all the sources I've used for this to now. Shout out to Tipster, because some of the resources and some of the points that I got for this whole thing were admittedly taken from him, as well as some other stuff, so credit to him. I've also found some other stuff through a Google search and through searching through the various different hashtags on Twitter. But that being said, folks, Let me know what your opinions are of this whole thing. Sorry, this is a long video, but yeah, this is quite a mechanical video and quite a mechanical story in that way. But there you go. Let me know how you feel about Streamlabs below in the comments, because I am not happy with them right now, honestly. And what's even more annoying for me is the fact there's no good alternatives to them out there. Good going, Streamlabs. You're the only one out there, and we have to use you because of that whole thing. But anyways, enough rambling to the sides. That being said, folks, if you found this interesting, I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, I hope you found this interesting. And if you did, leave a like to the video. And also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. And enjoy my stuttery voice. And until next time, I hope you all take care and stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.